Sometimes we're on the go. We're at the beach. We make it a road trip. We go on vacation. That's what summer's all about. And this summer, it looks like we're getting back on track. Looks like we're going to have some fun. So, how do we eat on the go so that we don't gain that summer surplus? All right. So, here's some tips for eating on the go. First one is when you go out to eat, menu scanning. In this age of 2021, 9 out of 10 bigger restaurants have healthy foods. Even in your smaller little mom and pop shops, there's some way to make your meals healthy. So first, when you're look for your protein. Grilled chicken breast, is there lean beef, is there shrimp, tuna. You always want to start with the base of a protein, just like we showed earlier on what a perfect meal is. You want to look at what your base meat is, base protein is, whether it's animal protein or vegetable protein. Next, always look at what the veggies are. Before that, you always want a side salad instead of fries. Fries are such a calorie bomb. Every once in a while they're fine, but if you're really trying to keep it slim this summer, try to avoid the fries. Or at least only have fries once a week. If you're going to be on the go a lot this summer, you always want to limit to fries once a week. So next one, look for veggies. Is there a salad option? Can you get vegetables and dip? You maybe get some hummus and some restaurants have it. Depends on where you are. Start with that and figure out how to add protein to it. You can always get a chicken breast on top of your salad. And we're going to talk about that a little later on. Most good restaurants, you can assemble a pretty good meal from a few of the side orders. When you go for a diner, you can get eggs and a cup of fruit. You can get eggs and toast. You can get an omelet. That's vegetables. Look at the side orders. A lot of times side orders can be made into a meal. Next one is look at the appetizer menu, especially here in the United States. It's a safe bet that there are going to be big portions in your meals. So you can, and I've done this a couple times out to eat. It's more fun sometimes maybe to order 1 or 2 appetizers as your meal versus huge meals, a table crushing platter of ribs, Next, and lastly, when you're menu scanning, look at soups and salad. They're filling. You can, if you get a salad and a soup, that's a meal right there. You don't even need the main meal. So those are things to consider when you're out on the go during vacation season. Excuse my spelling. I know exercise, I know nutrition, I don't know spelling. All right. So rest stop, convenience store. So a lot of times you're going to be a lot of driving. So when you go into a rest stop convenience store and you're hungry, always grab a water first. Grab a water bottle first. You want that in your hand first. If you can order or you pick one up, opt for a sandwich, no fries. Look for it to be like a whole piece of meat, like a chicken, versus chicken salads, tuna salads, egg salads. They're usually ramped up with lots of mayo and other additives. So you find a sandwich, and then maybe you find a cheap garden salad. You want to make this a better option. Take that sandwich, take the bun off, ditch the buns, because those buns are usually cheap, crappy buns. They're not whole wheat buns. They're most times they're like those little white bread, horrible buns. Take the meat off, chop. Take your plastic knife and fork or your spork and chop it up and put it over a cheap garden salad. Boom, you got a healthy meal right there at a rest stop or convenience store. And last, I'm really loving this, is 9 times out of 10 when you go to a good convenience store, like a Wawa, 7-Eleven, Royal Farms, Quick Check, I can't think of any others. I know there's more across the country. They've become really good at having like an area where there's like fresh fruits and vegetables and fresh things and wraps and whatever. 9 times out of 10, you can get a pretty good meal there before you even have to wander the rest of the store and see the unhealthy stuff. So always look for that first when you walk into a convenience store after you grab your bottle of water. All right. So, and to further that, if you are on vacation, you're in a hotel, this is where you can put that other stuff, the meal planning I talked about earlier, into practice. If you have a hotel or an Airbnb, you can look for the closest grocery store and go buy food and do some meal prep on vacation. Even if you just do a little bit, that might save you some money and might save you your waistline. All right. So there you have it. That's all my tips and habits to start locking in now as summer approaches so that you can have a great summer, a healthy summer, without adding that surplus and be looking for a diet or a plan or help in the fall. All right. So if you have any questions, leave a comment, message me. I'll be happy to chat with you. If you're having a hard time getting into daily dietary habits and meal prepping, stuff like that, I know a guy. All right. Have a great night, my friends.